Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Martine, and if you are new here, I do videos on Vedic astrology mainly, but also with some tropical insights, and I focus on both relationship and natal astrology. And if you like this video and you would like to hear more content from me, please like, subscribe, hit the notifications bell to see when I will post a new video. And also, if you're interested in a personal consultation, I do consultations on a wide variety of topics. Please check out the video description. I will leave my contact information there. Thank you. So today's video is going to be in continuation with the transits for 2022 series for ascendants and moon signs, because like I said, you can use this for both your ascendant and your moon sign, especially if your moon sign is at a lower degree in any sign in your natal chart when compared to your ascendant. Again, police sirens just in time. Please ignore that background noise. Anyway, so before I get into it, of course, the sign that I will be covering next is last but not least Libra. Okay, so today is going to be about Scorpio. And as an introduction, once again, I have to go through all of the description of how I organized the video and some disclaimers, of course. So first of all, let me start with the disclaimers. Please bear in mind that this is a general prediction. Okay, so take it with a grain of salt, because there are a lot of placements in a personal chart that could overshadow the planetary transits of the few planets that I will be looking at. Okay, so that's one disclaimer. Another disclaimer is that please bear in mind that I have calculated the placements of the planets in signs based on my geographical location, so they will vary depending on your geographical location. If you want to know exactly where your placement is, where a certain planet is by sign according to your geographical location, I do recommend that you use astro.com. It's easy, it's free, and if you want to get more details on how to use it, please check out the video description towards the end. I have linked a video there that is short and instructional, shows you exactly how to use certain options on astro.com, or you can just look on the astro.com main page. I think they have somewhere in the lower right corner, there is a list of ephemerides or something like that, and those are transits basically listed for thousands of years, and you can look at the approximate transits by signs of various planets, but bear in mind the fact that those are tropical placements, so you would have to do the conversion from tropical to sidereal, in your head. Okay, that being said, these disclaimers being said, and also another disclaimer is that Rahu will be entering Aries on around April 3rd, 2022, but in order to simplify the charts that I have made, I have left it in Taurus for the entire duration from around January 1st to April 22nd. However, please bear in mind that actually Rahu will change into Aries on around April 3rd. Of course, it may vary based on your location by a few days. And but I will be mentioning this in the interpretations. So the way that I have structured, this was the disclaimers, the way that I have structured the video is I have divided the year into 3 charts based on the placements by sign of Jupiter and Saturn. You will be seeing them on the screen, and I have colored the different aspects that the planets make on the chart, and namely I have marked Saturn's aspects with gray, Jupiter's aspects with yellow, Rahu's aspects with pink, and I haven't marked Ketu's aspects because Ketu's aspects are always directly opposite Rahu's aspects. Okay, so I will be looking at Jupiter, Saturn, Rahu, Ketu, which are the north node and the south node of the moon respectively, and a little bit of Pluto. Okay, and that's about it, so let me get straight into it. Okay, so the chart 1 phase from around January 1st until April 22nd, 2022, this is going to be basically the continuation of what has happened in the previous months of 2021. So this is when Jupiter is in Aquarius, Saturn is in Capricorn. So for Scorpio, the greatest emphasis again will be the third house of the chart, which is the house of efforts, skills, neighbors, younger siblings, short trips, and communication. So Saturn ruling the third, sitting in the third house with Pluto as well, shows that there will be some major transformations happening with respect to one or more of the aforementioned fields of interest. Regardless of which third house area or field of interest you will be most focused on, you will also have an especially strong willpower and determination during this time, as well as patience to deal with any frustrations and obstacles on your path. Your communication style might be a little bit drier than usual, but you will be on point and powerful in expressing yourself. So this transit will amplify your ability to be convincing. This is a great time for you to start your own business or work on your side hustle and creative projects, especially if you also have other supportive configurations in your chart that would support the idea of you becoming self-employed. Jupiter in the fourth house, ruling the second and the fifth houses, shows the atmosphere at home will be good. You are content with your home base, relations with family of origin and children or subordinates will be good. You will find yourself enjoying cooking a lot and other domestic activities. You might even take on cooking as a side hustle if there are other supported placements to suggest that you would be a good cook or you would be particularly interested in this. If it's not cooking, it could just be any kind of creative endeavor. This is a good time to move to a nicer home or to upgrade your living space and or your vehicles. You will direct a good amount of effort towards creative pursuits as well, and your children. Rahu in the seventh house during this time shows that there could be sudden changes in your long-term partnerships. You might be dissatisfied in your relationship, either with a romantic partner or a business partner, or your partners will be dissatisfied. So you might even suddenly break up with a long-term partner. If you are single, you could start a new relationship during this time, especially if your horoscope suggests that you are meant to attract foreigners, romantically speaking, or otherwise. Jupiter's aspect on the 8th house shows good finances, especially joint finances or financial investments. This is a good time to make financial investments as well. Relations with your in-laws, if you are married, will be also good. Saturn's aspect on the 9th will give some good results with respect to the 9th house. Maybe you will complete some study program that you have started a while ago, or maybe you will enter a new study program that you have been thinking about starting for a long time. There will be, however, also some frustrations like arguments with father figures and or mentors, teachers, as well as frustrations with regards to travel. Jupiter's aspect on the 10th house, sorry. I can't understand my own handwriting. Jupiter's aspect on the 10th house shows good career growth, especially if you work in a creative field or something related to finances, economics, speculative gains, etc. Jupiter and Saturn aspecting the 12th shows that there will be no huge unexpected losses or expenses during this time, especially if you budget and do not overspend. Your financial situation will generally be stable. This also shows a desire to travel abroad and focus on creativity and spirituality during this time. Okay, so this is pretty much what I could say for the chart 1 phase. The chart 2 phase. So this is for April 22nd until around July 21st, 2022, when Jupiter will be in Pisces, Saturn in Aquarius, more or less, okay? So Saturn in Aquarius in your 4th house shows a lot of responsibility connected to the home base, maybe to the mother or some of the mother's family members. You might feel a desire to move away during this time. You might get a feeling of the grass is greener somewhere else. and you will be tempted to leave. But if you actually want to relocate, be sure that you do not neglect your responsibilities, especially towards your family and your home base. There could be an urge to work on your home and or vehicle, maybe renovate or start building your own home. Jupiter in the 5th house aspecting your first shows this is going to give you a renewed feeling of joy and optimism. You will spend more time on hobbies or with your children and just doing things that you enjoy. This is a good time to have children or to invest financially or even to play the lottery. There could be windfalls financially, especially with the aspect of Jupiter on the 9th and 11th houses. There are also going to be good chances of travel during this time. Saturn's aspect on the 6th house shows that you will work hard towards improving your health and taking up healthy habits. You could experience sudden changes with regards to health, with regards to pets, with regards to your job or work environment. Or you might find that despite your best efforts to establish a routine, you keep experiencing sudden events and interruptions. This is because of Rahu's placement there. However, Saturn will give you the discipline most likely to start from where you left off every time there is an interruption. You might get job opportunities through the home and the mother's line. So through the mother side of the family. Or you could get more opportunities to work from home. And this is true for the entire time when Rahu will be in Aries, actually. Also, for the entire time that Rahu will be in Aries, this is a good time to find a job in real estate, vehicles, or communication. This is a good time, for real estate, vehicles, communication. Communication, not for the entire time when Rahu will be in Aries, but for this is just for the chart too. Okay, the communication part. But the part about real estate and vehicles will be true for the entire time when Rahu is in Aries. Okay, so you might get a job connected to real estate, vehicles, communication, short trips, something like working for a travel agency, for instance. And there will be, this will be true for the entire time when Rahu is in Aries, right? That's what I wanted to say. And, Rahu aspecting the Earth houses this time. So it's sitting in Aries and it's aspecting the 6th, the 10th, and the 2nd houses. This shows that, again, for the entire time when Rahu is in Aries, you will feel a strong desire to achieve materially, to acquire wealth, and you need to be careful with your spending because it could get out of hand. You have to learn how to budget and to avoid taking on debt. Yeah. Jupiter's aspect on the 11th shows not just good financial gains, but also good relations with friends and elder siblings. Good opportunities to socialize. Ketu in the 12th house, aspecting the water houses, shows your intuition will stay high. Your subconscious mind is brimming with creativity, and you might find your dreams will be particularly vivid during this time. And this is definitely a good time to trust your intuition. Okay, again, this is pretty much what I can say for the chart 2. For the chart 3 phase, from around July 21st until December 31st, 2022, so until the end of the year, Jupiter will be in Pisces, Saturn, and Capricorn. So this is like a combination between the chart 1 and chart 2 phases. So Saturn will be in the 3rd house for you. Jupiter will be in the 5th. So this is a time when you will basically stabilize your course. In the chart 1 phase, you will probably feel Like you have to put in a lot of effort and expect very little. Whereas in the chart 2 phase, you might have gotten a jolt of optimism and you may have expected a little bit too much too soon. This is why in the chart 3, you will basically focus on finding a midway between hard work on the one hand and faith and optimism on the other hand. The financial situation will be similar to the chart 2 in the sense that you will gain a good amount of money, but the tendency to overspend will also be there. Luckily, Saturn's aspect on the 12th house will make you hold yourself accountable for your finances and expenses. There are also good chances of long distance and or long-term travel during this time. Saturn and Jupiter both aspecting the 9th shows good relations with mentors, father figures, but also a good time to get into a higher education program or to go into anything connected to the 9th house. So like publishing, teaching, even something connected to religion and religious institutions, philosophy, that kind of thing. Okay, so this is pretty much it. And once again, I hope you have enjoyed it. And if you have, please like, subscribe, hit the notifications bell to see when I will post a new video. And also, if you're interested in a personal consultation, I do consultations on a wide variety of topics. Please check out my video description. I will leave my contact information there. Thank you.